Steve Jewin, MMA Mania.
All right, Steve, go ahead.
Noad Lahat, how are you doing today, sir?
Dude, I'm good. How are you?
I'm excellent, and I'm really looking forward to your fight next week in Sioux Falls. So, tell me, when they
Me too.
approached you with the idea of fighting a non-title fight with Darrion Caldwell, what was your response to that? Why did you want this fight?
My response was, fuck yeah. That's what I texted back to Mark Hogan. I don't care about title. I care about the fighter. He's the champion. If the belt on the line or not. And to me, that's exciting. Finding the champion, that's, shit. That's what I want as a fighter, finding the top guys, you know? And he's a top fighter. He's good champion. He's a good athlete, and I'm very excited about that.
With Caldwell saying that he was undefeated at featherweight before he went down to the bantamweight division, do you think that has any merit? Should he be walking around saying he's undefeated at featherweight?
If it's true, yeah. I don't care. I was undefeated at some point. I think everybody was undefeated at some point, right?
Of course.
That's what I'm here for.
Even if you were 1-0, you were undefeated at that point.
Exactly. When you say like you're undefeated, okay. Well, that's why I want to fight him, because he's tough, because he's good, because he's choking people fast, and because he's dominant with his wrestling. That's why I want to fight him. I spent 7 years at AKA. I'm not afraid of wrestling.
Well, that's good to hear, because one of the things that Darrion Caldwell has said is that your wrestling is not going to hold up against his because your background is more judo-based.
Okay. This is not a wrestling match. It's fighting. Like, I truly believe that he's a better wrestler than me. Yeah. But I'm a fighter. Like, if we put the singlet and wrestle, yeah, he probably, will beat me. I don't even know the rules of wrestling. But in fight is different. And yeah, that's his advantage in the fight. And I think that's his, speed, that's not speed, his explosiveness, probably speed too. I think those, his attributes in the fight. And yeah, he's right. And, I don't know. I don't think, he don't like to stand out. So I know he's going to engage with his wrestling right away. And the fact that he's talking about his wrestling, that's mean that's his game. There's no secret. That's what he want to do. And that's why I find this fight exciting, because we both like to do that. We both like to fight, to put the other guy on his butt and trying to choke him. And I think we both want to do the same thing, but we use different tools to do that. I use judo, I use, in my jiu-jitsu, my grappling, he uses wrestling. And that's why I find it exciting, because, I can fight off my back. I don't think he can.
That is a very interesting question to pose for the fight, because he did mention something, and he agrees with you on this. You both like taking people down and working from the top. He said so himself. So his belief is that the only way to win the fight is to be the man on top, and he thinks that neither one of you have the advantage off the back. But you're saying, no, I'm just fine off my back if it goes to that.
He said that because I never been on my back in fights. So he hadn't seen that from me.
So what you're saying then is your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu defense and your ability to get a submission off your back is basically underrated because it's only been seen in training camp and by your teammates.
What's the defense?
I suppose the positions you can go for, like a
defense. I don't do defense. So yeah, I think his ability over his back is probably to get back up. My ability over my back, I have the ability to get up and to finish him. So again, we use different styles, He's off his back, he's wrestling to turn to his feet and get up. I can do that, but I can also throw other submissions and stuff like that off the bottom So again, I think it's collection of two styles that basically want to do the same thing, and that's why I'm excited about it. I think it's a cool matchup. I train good. I train hard for this fight, and I'm sure he is. He's the champion, and I'm talking to you and I'm getting goosebumps. Like I wasn't so excited about a fight in a long time, and I'm very excited about this fight. Too bad it's all the way in South Dakota, because when they texted me the fight, they said SD. I thought it's even cooler because I'm going to fight him in San Diego, in his hometown, and it is a few hours for me. And I was like, fuck yeah, that's awesome. I got a lot of friends there, a lot of Israelis, in San Diego. I'll say we're going to fill the, and then I got the contract and it says South Dakota. So that's a little bummer because the flight there is expensive, but I haven't been there. So, after the fight, go around the city, look for a good pizza joint or something, and have fun.
Well, according to Caldwell, Sioux Falls is popping. He said it's a fun city, so you and I are going to find out firsthand because I've never been there either, so it's all new to me as well.
Oh, you good? Nice. He said it's good. Well, good for him. I'm coming for work. Like usually, I heard there's a good nature. I love nature. I'm a fan of nature, and I train for this fine freaking desert here in Vegas. So I would love to see some green.
Well, you'll see plenty of green in the Midwest, no doubt about that. But speaking of green, there's definitely a money opportunity here. If you do beat Darrion Caldwell, do you want to go down and have a title fight with him, or do you want to stay at featherweight?
My thought is about this fight. As my concern, the world started and ended August 17th, those 15 minutes in the cage. What happened after that, we'll talk after that. I don't know if I'm going to go down. It's not going to be hard for me to go down. I can do that, but, so if we get a contract, we sit down, we see the details, who we're fighting, but if I beat him at 145, I don't feel the need to go down, and fight him again at 135. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And on top of that, you'd still have unfinished business at featherweight, like Patricio Pitbull. You'd like to get a fight with him, I'm sure.
Nah, I don't care about him. I want Corrales.
Oh, why Corrales? Why do you want to fight with him?
Because I had fun with him.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you
and I lost.
Did you get robbed in that decision, or do you think that was fair? What was your thoughts on that fight?
I think it's fair. No, I saw it. I think I made a few. I think that no, I wasn't robbed. I made a few mistakes that I think helped them get the rounds. Yeah, that's. I don't think I got robbed. No.
All right, so
I think it was a good fight, and I think I made a few errors in the fight that not necessarily were mistakes. You know what I mean? I think in the third round I went for a high kick, I slipped, I sat down, and that's definitely sold the third round for me. Because until that point, I think in that fight, I had the advantage in that fight, and then I went to a head kick, I slipped, he finished on top, and I think that was sold the round for him. I think before that we were 1-1. And I think, yes, I think that was an error, but not necessarily a mistake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. So basically, if you had that fight again, you wouldn't slip.
Maybe I will, but I don't know. But I'm definitely going to have fun.
Well, we would have fun seeing that rematch, but we're definitely.
It's fighting, man. It's fighting. I don't do that shit. It's fighting. I go there with chaos, in my heart, and I bring it to the fucking cage. I win or lose, I always bring it. Fucking even if I lost to Corrales, unfortunately, I said it before, it was in the prelims. people didn't see how good of a fight that was, and I think I got rubbed in him in that aspect that went to it was a private party. Nobody saw that, but I think I lost my thought of anyway. I'm happy about this fight. I'm excited about it, and I can't wait weekend a day.
Right. And of course, this one's definitely not a private party because it's the main event. So you've got to be feeling good about that too. This one, nobody's going to miss this fight.
Better not. It'll be fireworks.
Well, that's why I'm going to Sioux Falls, because I want to see the fireworks for myself. So, in closing, I will add one other thing that I've heard from Darrion Caldwell. He said that he has nothing negative to say about you as a man, as a fighter, because he feels you're very respectful of your opponents and that you're a guy that really goes out there and works hard in every fight. So, what do you have to say about Darrion Caldwell in return?
I think he's a piece of I met him before. He's a cool dude. Again, I don't need to talk shit about him to hype this fight. I'm so excited about this fight. I'm bringing it I want to fight the top guys. I don't want to fight nobody. And I told you he bring a pretty serious set of problems, and I'm bringing some. So yeah, I think he's a cool guy. And I'm happy to share the cage with him. You know, I had other people that I fought before and I didn't even like them, but he's a good fighter. He's come for the finish, and I appreciate that. I don't think that fight will go 3 rounds. We both bringing energy. We both starting hard. You know, right away. We don't take like a few rounds to feel it and get points. We're coming to business, and I'm excited. I think it's time.
Well, I think everybody else is excited now, having listened to this interview and read this article. So I can just say, go ahead and plug anything you like, teammates, sponsors, social media, and we'll just all look forward to August 17th. But please plug anything you want.
Oh, okay. So please follow me on Noad _Lahat on Instagram. You see, and thank you all the fans and everybody who's watching. And thank you for the haters and everybody. That's awesome.
Well, there's no haters here right now, so all I can say is thank you, Noad. I appreciate the time. See you on August 17th.
Thank you. See you there.
You bet. And thank you, Dan, as well.
Thanks, Steve. Okay, bye.